Hello and welcome. My name is Alan. Grab you a drink, pull you up a seat. Today we're going to talk more about thoughts and ideas on society, ways to better ourselves. And this is specifically an issue focusing on lobbying. There needs to be some serious lobbying reform. Often we see these lobbyists and these companies spend millions and billions to uh, help influence politicians or get laws passed in their favor or to put off laws that they view would hurt their profits or just them in general. This needs to change. Now, first, let me say lobbying specifically uh, is not necessarily a bad thing. It can be used for good. Certain groups that lobby for, you know, unions or for uh, older people, disabled people, for military veterans, or any other of these good causes. Those are examples of good lobbying. But too often, what takes precedent is corporate lobbying. What we need to do is have a few reforms to tamp down on this. Number one, I think we need to approach is we need to ban the ability for former politicians to be hired by companies as lobbyists to talk to Congress. We see this government to corporate lobbying firm pipeline. They leave Congress or the executive branch and they become a lobbyist or hired by a lobbying firm. That shouldn't be allowed. We need to put a ban provision in uh, that bans government officials from becoming lobbyists after they leave their government position. I usually don't like to see bans and stuff on things like this, but this is happening too often that it needs to be shut down. Number two, we need to put a limit on corporations, lobbying groups, rich individuals, etc., on what they can spend in a lobbying fashion. because a lot of their ability to lobby is just tied to their ability to spend money, offer gifts. There needs to be some strong restrictions on this. Because far too often money influences our politics in a way it should not. Number 3, we need to prevent these lobbyists, especially corporate lobbyists, from joining in and helping write certain laws that will work in their favor. We have seen this over and over. That's why right now we can't negotiate our, I think it was drug prices or something, that it was put into a bill that says no, the US cannot do this. I need to look that up. I'll see if I can find it. But yeah, one of the lobbying groups lobbied for their industry so that the US could not negotiate prices. Excuse me. Having some burps. But yeah, we need to limit that activity as well. I'll give you another example. Lawyers and lobbyists for Disney visited with members of Congress to help get well, maybe it was not Congress, but it was an extension of the copyright length to get it extended. So copyright now lasts longer because they didn't want to let the sole rights of Mickey Mouse slip into the public because it was about to. Yeah, there's too much money and just pure influence that should not be affecting our government. But it's become such a normal part of it. And there needs to be reforms. There needs to be serious changes to this. But yeah. But that'll be it for this video. I'll put some links in the description below the video. But, as always, educate thyself. Think, read, study, learn. Someone tries to tell you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, later.